today I am flipping through my last 30 completed pages from this book, 365 Days of Art by Lorna Scobie. I'll be sharing each finished prompt, the materials I used, and showing you my favourites. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel World Wondera Art. If you're new here, I'm rediscovering my art and creative side again by completing this book in 2024, sharing what I've been up to each month. And if that's something that you're interested in seeing, then please subscribe and let me know if you like this video by clicking the thumbs up button. So we're going to be starting today from page 92 through to 121. Okay, so page 92 was colour the grid. So I just used some pastel coloured pencils, just normal Crayola ones, to complete this page, and just tried to do a little bit of a rainbow there. At 93, I'll just reveal that, was Draw a Cloud. So thanks to those that commented about using neocolor 2s in this book. I've really enjoyed using them and learning how they work. This page isn't the best example, but I do have some better ones coming up, I promise. And saying that, there are a few challenging pages in this month, so make sure that you stay tuned in for those. I've covered up 94 because I wanted to share this one with you from the beginning. I've not really got on with gouache in some of the past prompts. So this one I'm really proud of. The prompt was, I'll just have a quick look, something that made you smile today. So this is my cat Pudding, and she's looking a little bit annoyed about something. I'm not quite sure what. Okay, so 95 was Fill the Tree with Birds. I just used these new pencils that I got, which were a little bit better than the W.H. Smith ones that I was using. So these are Faber-Castell studio quality, and I'm really enjoying using these and using them to blend and all sorts. So those are my go-to pencils at the moment. Okay, 96 was cut a piece of fruit in half and draw what you see. Use any material you feel like. You could try a variety of different materials and compare the effects. So I did just use the Faber-Castell colour pencils again on this one. Just a little bit of white, so the Pilot Tuesday 7 that I've been using as well, just to bring out the highlights in the middle. 97, complete the pattern. So I was just using those pencils again to complete the pattern. 98, draw lots of noses. And 99 was draw the face of someone you've seen today from memory. Focus on something you specifically remember about them. Perhaps they had interesting shoes or an unusual pair of earrings. So this was the Post Lady. So this is a soft tip brush pen that I've been using. And the neocolor 2s again. That's the packet I've been using, just the 15 colours. I tried to create the skin colour by mixing the neocolors in a paint palette, and it was early that day. What I mainly remember about the Post Lady was her hair and the red jacket. So page 100, I gessoed the page using Liquitex Clear Gesso and used felt tip brush pens to get the colours. So I just used this Liquitex, let it dry overnight. Just tried to get an even finish. I did sandpaper it down as well because it was a bit grainy, just so it was a bit soft. These are the brush markers that I used. I don't know whether I've shown you these before. Yeah, quite a few colours. Can't even get it in a shot. But yeah, so I used those. What I did find though, which I wasn't expecting, was when I did this little swatch, they were a lot brighter than what they were when I put them down on the paper after I gessoed it, which I wasn't expecting. So I think what I'm going to do right now is maybe just add a little bit something to it, because it looks like there's something missing. There's a lot of green here. So let's do that second. Okay, so yeah, just added a bit of gold and silver on there. I don't know if it made too much difference, but yeah, these are the Staedtler metallic pens that I used. Yeah, I forgot to mention the reason why I gessoed the page was because I didn't want the felt tips because they'll just bleed straight through. I didn't want them going through to the next page. Okay, 101, draw some mugs that you have in your house. So yeah, those were with just some watercolour double-sided Smith's pencils. You put down and then you wet afterwards to create watercolour effects. Really enjoyed those. And 102 was draw a tree from your imagination. So yeah, just using those watercolour pencils again. 103, using pencils, colour each circle a different shade to create a blend in the middle with those coloured pencils. 104, draw everything you have in your pencil case. So I wanted to draw my pencil case as well and use the watercolour pencils for that. So you've got a few supplies in there that I've shown you. I think I've got a blender pen in there as well. This is in there too, which is my pencil point liner 0.05. At 105 was turn these paint splodges into animals. All I did with this is use what was already supplied in the background. I just added the point liner on top to make these animals. So there's quite a few little rabbits here. Some animals that you can't actually tell what they are. Well, that's a hedgehog, but don't know what that is. But I think he's really cute. I like this one and this one the best, I think. And this one, who's asleep. 106 was draw the horizon in this sky. It could be the sea with ships, a headland, a city skyline. And I just chose to do some buildings, city skyline with some acrylic paints. These are paints that came in a painting by number set that I had left over and I hadn't used for a while. So I thought it would be good to use them before they dry up. I don't like wasting things. But yeah, you can see the metallic shine on there. I used those pens again for that effect. I did use some Posca paint markers on this page and a bit later on. These are the really thin 0.7 millimeter ones. Okay, 107 was draw lots of mouths. Blended the Faber-Castell colour pencils. I really like these mouths with the teeth. I like the eyes. I think these two at the bottom here are my favourite. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I was really happy with these, one of my favourites. Let me know if you're using any of these prompts as inspiration or if you're watching to get some ideas for yourself. Let me know how it's going. 109 was add to the reef by drawing your own coral or by adding fish and sea life. This is a page I really enjoyed doing and probably one of my favourites, the way it turned out. This artwork here down the bottom was original, it was already there, and then I tried to copy the style. So starting from pretty much here, this is neocolor 2s again and some Faber-Castell pencils on top. I really liked how the fish came out with different colours. I managed to blend that in. And yeah, a few of the coral bits I was really happy with too. And I think it's got to a point on this one where you can't tell what was there already and what I added. So happy that I managed to imitate the style on that. 110 was design a pattern using the grid. So yeah, I'll just use those Posca markers that I just showed you. 111, shading can add depth to your drawings. There are different techniques for shading, including the ones below. Use the right-hand side to try them for yourself. So the Faber-Castell pencils and watercolour pencils. 112 was draw a scene in this window. Are you looking in or out? The background on this was blue. I wanted to look out rather than in. So just coloured in the frame and I drew my dream garden really. Got a little shed, some vegetables growing, a little apple tree. 113 was draw an animal using cut out pieces of paper. So I just used tissue paper for this and thought I'd just do giraffes rather than the whole body. I just did the heads, do different colours, just something a little bit different there. Okay, 114 was add smiles to these stars. It's really easy, that one. 115, look out your window and observe what you see. Then draw the scene from memory. These came in a scrawler box, these two. And I just mixed them together in a palette to create this lovely green background. Dandelion itself, I'm not 100% happy with. Maybe I'll give it another go another time. We've got loads of them in the back garden. I really need to cut the grass. And 116 was write the top 3 places you'd like to visit and why those places are at the top of your list. So Canada, Japan, and Norway, mainly for the scenery and the culture in Japan. 117, another page I was pleasantly surprised with. Sometimes when you are on location, trying to choose a subject to draw can be overwhelming. Visit a garden centre or park, look at the plants individually, rather than seeing a scene as a whole, focus on drawing one plant at a time. So I didn't go to a garden centre and I didn't go to a park specifically to do this. I didn't draw outside. But yeah, these are all plants that I've seen and taken photos of. I think I really am quite surprised on how well the cherry blossom came out. And this again is just the watercolour pencils. I do have a little bit of the white Pilot gel pen on top. So 118, this is another one I'd like to share with you in a bit more detail. I'm just going to play a little bit of music I listened to show you the time lapse. But the prompt was, put on some relaxing music, take a coloured pencil in your hand, close your eyes, then draw as you listen to the music. So I'm not sure if I like this finished piece or not, to be honest. If I did it again, make it a bit more basic. So maybe think about shapes rather than drawing a scene. The blue outlines are what I did when I listened to the music. When the music had finished, I looked at it and I thought I'm going to have to do something with this. So then I added all of this extra colour with the neocolors. 119 then is use this page to paint or draw some skies. So this one was here originally. And then we've got these 3, which I'm really happy again with the neocolors, managed to get in the sky effect. 120, colour in the strawberries using different materials. So all of the materials I've been using this month, really, I've just coloured in strawberries with on this page. And the 121 is continue the colourful spiral pattern outwards. And that is just with the Faber-Castell pencils again. Okay, so if you haven't seen the first 4 videos on this book, I will link them in the description for you, along with the links to the book and the materials that I've used so far. If you like the video, you might like this one that I've linked in the corner, where I've completed a page using mystery art supplies. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.